Hey guys, it's Bogey here, and I've got some Call of Duty Ghosts Blitz on Octane. So this is actually my first game of Blitz, and I got into it when it was like halfway through, and I don't know, I kind of like the game mode now. I've been playing it a little bit more, and this was the first, ever since I got the game, I've been playing Domination. So I decided to, try some of the new game modes, and this is one that I really kind of liked. I don't know, it was fun, trying to get into the objective and just trying to defend yours at the same time. And it was just kind of cool, because I really like objective-based game modes where I can play the objective and try to win the match. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about in this video is, once again, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So, PlayStation 4 is what I mainly want to talk about, and it's coming out in just a few days. But it really has me concerned. Now, I know both these consoles are going to be very good consoles. And I know the PlayStation 4 is going to play games fantastically. It's going to have good graphics. And it's a big improvement over last gen. But what has me concerned is the cooling. And I've done a lot of research into these consoles. And I've looked at pictures of them, the insides, all the components when they're taken apart and stuff. So real quick, I'm going to start out with the Xbox One. I'm going to put a picture up here on the screen so you guys can see it. And when you take a look at it, you see that half the system is taken up by this fan. And it's a huge fan. It's a 120 millimeter fan. And it's also, you can see those two copper pipes. Those are cooling pipes. So it's got at least two cooling tubes and a giant 120 millimeter fan. And I was told that there was going to be another fan up in the upper left corner above the disk drive. And there's going to be a smaller one. But yeah, there's going to be at least one giant 120 millimeter fan. And when you look at the case on the Xbox One, it's almost all vents. There's vents on the top, there's vents on the back, there's vents on the both sides, and it's built kind of like a PC is. You've got vents everywhere, and you've got a giant fan over what in this case is the APU to keep it cool. And I think Microsoft kind of after the whole Red Ring of Death with the 360 and all their heating problems was just yeah, we're just gonna make sure this thing runs cool. And I think it's going to be okay this time because you got the power brick on the outside, and you've got this giant fan and maybe even a second smaller fan to keep this thing cool. And I have no doubt in my mind it's going to stay cool enough. But on the PlayStation 4, I'll throw a picture up of what that's going to look like on the inside so you guys can see it. It's got this very small 85 millimeter fan to cool the entire thing. And what has me concerned about this is the PlayStation 4 has better parts. It's got higher running hardware to make the games look better. And what that means is that those hardware pieces are going to generate more heat. So you're taking hardware pieces that generate more heat, putting them into a smaller box because the PlayStation 4 is significantly smaller than the Xbox One. And the PlayStation 4 only has vents on the back. There's no vents on the sides or the top or the front. Just on the back there's vents. Which there's a lot on the back, but they're only in that one spot. And then you're throwing the power brick inside this smaller console space. And you're cooling it with a fan that's 35 millimeters smaller. This is a small fan. And they're trying to cool all this, more components that run hotter with this smaller fan, and it's got me concerned. I wonder, is the PlayStation 4 going to have overheating problems? I don't know, you don't even see that when people build PCs. When you build a PC, a good PC that's not liquid cooled, you've got 3 to 5 fans in there, and they're all 100 millimeters, and they're made to cool the components because they get hot. And I don't know, I just feel like the PlayStation 4 fan is either going to run really fast and make a lot of noise, or it's gonna overheat the console because it's not gonna be able to move enough air. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you could like, favorite, share the video, and maybe even subscribe, that would help me out a lot, and have a nice day.